everyone, it's Mrs. Harrison here. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you had a lovely Easter break. I know it's not a usual kind of Easter break, and I know that you might have found it quite difficult, lots of you, but hopefully you had some time together with people that you love, your brothers and sisters, and plenty of chocolate, but not too much. So I put a poll on Facebook yesterday, and this was by far the book with the most votes. So When a Monster is Born is a story I'll be reading to you all today. I hope you enjoy it. When a monster is born. Looks very cute. There are two possibilities. Either it's a far away in the forest monster, or it's an under your bed monster. If it's a far away in the forest monster, that's that. But if it's an under your bed monster, there are two possibilities. Either it eats you, or you make friends and you take it to school. Let's hope nobody brings a monster like that to Rackham. I'll have a heart attack if I see that in the playground. If it eats you, that's that. But if you take it to school, there are two possibilities. Either it sits quietly, it does its homework, and it becomes the first monster to play for the school basketball team, or it eats the head teacher. If it sits quietly, that's that. But if it eats the head teacher, there are two possibilities. Either it growls yummy and dances boogie woogie, or it growls sorry and it walks off through the wall. If it dances boogie woogie, that's that. But if it walks off, there are two possibilities. Either it sits in the park and scratches his head, or it takes a deep breath and sets off for the faraway forests. If it sits in the park, then that's that. But if it sets off for the faraway forest, there are two possibilities. Either it finds an expensive hotel on the way and decides to sleep in it. That's very posh. Or it goes around the back of the hotel, finds a broken umbrella and decides to sleep under that. If it sleeps in the expensive hotel, that's that. But if it sleeps under the umbrella, there are two possibilities. Either a kitchen girl comes out and tips a saucepan of porridge over the monster's head, or the kitchen girl notices the monster and stops in her tracks. If the kitchen girl tips porridge over the monster's head, then that's that. But if the kitchen girl stops in her tracks, there are two possibilities. Either the monster gives her the fright of her life, Grrr! And she runs off shouting, help, help, help! Or the monster gives her a rose and they fall in love. If the girl runs off shouting, help, 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 then that's that. But if they fall in love, there are two possibilities. Either she kisses the monster and it turns into a handsome young man, or it kisses her and she turns into a monster. Nice purple one. If the monster turns into a handsome young man, that's that. But if the girl turns into a monster, there are two possibilities. Either the monster says, you look horrible now. Or the monster says, look, I'm a monster, you're a monster, let's get married. If the monster says, then that's that. But if the monster says, let's get married, there are two possibilities. Either the two of them live happily together and have a baby monster, or they eat each other. pretty gruesome. Not many teeth, but you can see some big bite marks, and this one hasn't got a foot. If they eat each other, that's that. But if they have a baby monster, there are two possibilities. Either it's a far away in the forest monster, or it's a under your bed monster. So I hope you all enjoyed that story. I think it's rather a good one, actually. And this is kind of a story that goes round and round, because you can imagine now that under the bed monster having all those options open to them and seeing where it goes. I hope you are enjoying, well, you've only had one day of that, but the science activities that Mrs. Deary and Mrs. Ward have been working hard to set up for you all. I know that they're quite good fun. My children are having a go at making rockets today, and I've seen lots of pictures on Twitter of people doing some worm charming and all sorts of exciting things. So hopefully you're enjoying yourself with that. And I will be back tomorrow with another story. Take care. Thank you.